right, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters. Well, something very interesting happened today while Trump was speaking at the World Economic Forum. Uh, let's just say that Bank of America got called out, got destroyed, and they are now scrambling in pure damage control kind of fashion. It's hilarious. Now, we all know that for quite some time, a lot of different businesses and companies around the United States had been distancing themselves and or just turning business away from conservatives. We've watched it, all right, ever since the George Floyd situation happened, right? And there was word out there that some of the businesses were looking into people with like Dick's Sporting Good kind of receipts in their debit card transactions, anything related to firearms, um, Bass Pro Shop, literally Academy Sporting Goods, things that they tied to a more conservative clientele, they were literally looking for and then potentially dropping these people as customers, right? Well, Trump called them out today for doing just that, and it's on video and it's glorious, and there's been a lot of response, as well as a response from Bank of America themselves. So let's check this out right here, and this is awesome.
Where you're going to bring it down to 15%, which is really something. And by the way, speaking of you, and you've done a fantastic job, but I hope you start opening your bank to conservatives, because many conservatives complain that the banks are not allowing them to do business within the bank, and that included a place called Bank of America. They don't take conservative business, and I don't know if the regulators mandated that because of Biden or what, but you and Jamie and everybody, I hope you're going to open your banks to conservatives, because what you're doing is wrong.
Mr. President, I'll say that your friend Gianni said hello, told me to tell you hello, and we look forward to sponsoring the World Cup when it comes, both this summer for the club and next year. So thank you for getting that for the United States.
Wow. How about how long that pause was? There was a long pause in there, folks. A long one. So that brings us around to the Daily Mail, because there was an actual comment from a spokesperson for Bank of America. It's hilarious watching the rats try to find a piece of wood to climb on to keep from drowning in the sewer. This is funny. It really is. So here we go. Later, Bank of America spokesman Bill Halden told DailyMail.com, "We've served more than 70 million clients. We welcome conservatives and have no political litmus test." Sure about that? Trump made his comments as he appeared virtually from Washington, D.C. He also attacked Jamie Dimon, the head of J.P. Morgan Chase. Oh, yeah, that's some shysters if there ever was some shady-ass used car salesman. I mean, honestly, if you've ever dealt with that bank, holy hell. America's largest bank, and I don't know if the regulators mandated that because of Biden or what, but you and Jamie and everybody, I hope you're going to open the banks to conservatives, because what you're doing is wrong. Trump's swipe was a sudden departure from a round of friendly questioning about his policies as administration gets underway and financial industry leaders adjust. It came as a group of conservatives, Republican state attorney generals, claim Bank of America has been debanking Christian groups. We've talked about this before. There's a war on Christianity, no doubt about it, on religion. And look, banks are getting involved in this and engaging in discriminatory behavior after it pulled back lending arrangements. The bank complied with the FBI and Treasury Department demands for consumer information after January 6, 2021. By the way, all those people just got pardoned because, well, they were innocent. Banks are required to provide suspicious activity reports on transactions. Separately, Bank of America has denied Debanking, conservative Memphis-based Christian group that promotes pro-life and anti-same-sex relationship values, on its website. Quote, religious beliefs are not a factor in any account closing decision. Okay. The problem is, and this is where we're at, I mean, we just don't trust them. Not anymore. Nobody trusts anybody like that. We're going to give the one-ass eye to all these people. So, here we go. A little response from this. Benny Johnson, shame on Bank of America. Absolutely. Absolutely. Financial institutions should stay out of policing content without being ordered to do so by law. By the way, PayPal, remember? There was creators out there that were losing their PayPal accounts where they received their payments for certain transactions, including getting paid, making an income. Remember that? I remember that. Without being ordered to do so. This goes from weapons to porn to book and film. Banks are not the government and should not usurp functions of government. Interesting. He's specifically talking about Silicon Valley crypto conservatives being debanked by Elizabeth Warren's CFPB. It's not so much Bank of America as it is Democrat activists in our government. That wouldn't shock me a bit. It would not. President Trump is right on the money, calling out Bank of America for discriminatory practices against conservatives. Wow. How many federal violations did they commit? Bank of America perhaps needs to be debanked. That's interesting. I mean, honestly, what is to see these names at the top of the shareholder list of Bank of America shares? Vanguard Group owns 8%. Oh, by the way, down here, Rock 6.37%, which is one I'm always looking. Yikes. I mean, breaking. Trump says our government no longer labeled the speech of our own citizens as misinformation or disinformation. That's great. That's really good news. Wow. Quick pivot after that nuke. Yeah, I mean, the pause in there I thought was hilarious, but what can you do? I mean, that's hilarious that President Trump, just called him out right there in front of everybody. Hope you go back to doing business with conservatives. That would be great. Thank you. And look, we know how Trump works. That's code word. That's him sending a warning shot. All right? You better go back and you better do the right thing. You better start doing the right thing, because if you don't, I'm going to come a-calling on you. And we know he will. Tell me what you think. Make sure to send Rhodes Show supporters. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.